Buckle up for this one. Complicated science ahead. This panel suggests constructing a colossal ring in orbit around our planet, and then use magnets to simulate artificial gravity on a platform. Some of you upon hearing this will think of the planet Saturn, as it has rings which are composed mostly of water ice. Others may already be familiar with the concept known as orbital rings. Orbital rings are firmly in science fiction territory because of how far we are from building one, but theoretically, if we did build one, it would revolutionize space access and transportation. Imagine being able to work in Tokyo and eat dinner in London the same day. Beyond transportation, orbital rings are often considered the potential first step toward building larger space habitats or even artificial planets. The following is one proposed design for an orbital ring. To this day, many details are still debated by engineers and scientists. When placing any object in orbit, it would have a speed based on the mass of the planet it is orbiting and the distance from it. The more you move away, the slower it gets, because the planet would have less influence over you. Many propose building an orbital ring in low Earth orbit, that is a few hundred kilometers high, because putting it further would make building and accessing it much more complicated. When in low Earth orbit, the ring, which is like a thick cable, would spin faster than normal orbital velocity. This will create more centrifugal force, which is the effect of being pushed away from the center. This force will cancel out gravity, but we can fix that. Supported by some of the inner ring's momentum, we could circle magnets around the initial ring and build the platform over that, making it into a ring. It can remain stationary relative to Earth. People on this outer ring would experience almost normal gravity. We could then build platforms or enclosed habitats on this outer ring, and even create a magnetic levitation train system that could take you anywhere around the globe. While we have maglev trains on Earth, scaling up the technology to these distances would be an enormous challenge. At the end, we could drop a cable down to Earth and use a magnetic elevator to transport people or cargo up to the ring. One of the pros of the orbital ring is that it will be powered by solar energy. Since there are no clouds in there, solar panels would work much better. Now for the reality check. Why wouldn't this work? First of all, we don't have strong enough materials for building the rings. Carbon nanotubes are the best we have for now, but we certainly can't produce large amounts of it to cover 40,000 kilometers. Even if we did, we don't have the right technology to transport so many materials and put them in the exact place where they need to be. Even if we did, soldering everything together would take decades and most likely fail because of technical issues, not to mention the insane cost. Who would pay for this? The long-term benefits are surely worth it, but we are talking about many decades at least. Plus, in case something unexpected occurs, I'm sure all of you can imagine what will happen if this enormous structure collapses, but let's not talk about it.